Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Leo, and 100 days ago, I was laid off by Microsoft. And it was an interesting experience. I'm sure for some of you who are watching that have been laid off as well, you go through the emotions of anger, disillusionment, shame, and also fear for the future. What's going to happen? How am I going to take care of my family? But the layoff experience for me actually didn't start on the day I was laid off. It actually started 6 months earlier when I saw a group of friends that I consider super smart and super talented got laid off as well. And I had an aha moment where it was like, if those friends of mine could get laid off, so could I. And 6 months later, I was laid off. And there were so many things that happened in the course of those 6 months that I would love to share much later in a subsequent episode or episodes as we go through. But as I was laid off and going through all these emotions, I was also reading things online on the layoff experiences of other people. And I came across a team from Google that was also laid off. And they shared some of the things that they were working on. And it blew my mind on how much experience and how much impact this group had before they were laid off. And it shocked me. I said, these guys are legends. Like, to lose them was to lose a core part of what built that company and made it great. And as I continued to talk to other people, I found similar experiences of people who were going through a sense of shame, isolation, embarrassment, regret, and so much more. And I began to think, folks, one, should not go through this alone, but then we should also be able to have resources that can help us get through to either get to the other job, find others who can help, or really just be a part of a community that is supporting each other as they move forward. I was at my local coffee shop and I turned to the gentleman next to me and I said, hey, I'm thinking about this idea. What do you think? And he said to me, dude, I can't tell you how much I would have needed that. I was laid off and I am too embarrassed to talk about it. And at that point, I realized that there was an opportunity to bring together a community of folks that could not just help people get out of the shame and isolation, but also join a community, reclaim their story, and ultimately redesign the future. With that, I am thrilled to announce the launch of the League of Laid Off Legends, a community of people that come together to do exactly those three things. One, reclaim the story, move away from the shame and isolation and doing it on your own and struggling to find an identity with hundreds of thousands when you have hundreds of thousands of people who have gone through the same thing. Number two, find a community of mentors, sponsors, people that understand what you've been through and can encourage and inspire. This goes beyond the company silo. So instead of forming a private company group on X company group on Facebook, you're able to network across the industry with not just people in your discipline, but then people around the world from multiple companies. And lastly, the ability to find resources to be able to redesign your future. Do you want to stay in tech? How do you dig deep down and figure out, do I really want to get back there, or do I want to go do something different? Do I want to go do something with this magical one life that I have? What am I going to do with it? And so we're super excited to be able to bring this resource to you and to be able to listen as we continue to grow this. Part of this effort is not just a website, but also a podcast. And on the League of Laid Off Legends podcast, we are going to feature a lot of subject matter experts, not just people who've been laid off. Each season will focus on a specific topic, and out of those topics, we would intersperse each episode with a layoff story. And we have layoff stories lined up from companies like Microsoft, Salesforce, Accenture, Google, Twitter, and so much more. Each episode is designed to be 30 to 45 minutes long, so we can accompany you on your drive to work or on your drive back. And we're really excited about the potential that this can build. As people share their stories, our hope is that you may find inspiration, encouragement, and also a little bit of light as you go through your own layoff experience and figure out what's next for your journey. There is another aspect to this as well, which is a community, and this is a paid community on Slack. And what we are doing is bringing together a high caliber cohort of people from all of these companies to not just network and connect with each other, but to provide resources across industry so things that can happen very, very naturally. And that will manifest in the way of things like resume reviews, workshops, mock interviews, coaching, and the like. But we're really excited to see the depth and variety of people that are coming in to say, hey, I'm interested in not just finding guidance for myself, but also supporting others who are going through the same thing. So, with that, how do you get involved? Number one, please follow and share. Our resources are down below. We are going to be on all the major social media networks, YouTube, Instagram, and we're really excited to be able to build a community and share resources across these platforms to reach you where you are so that you can find that next path and that next spark to lead you to your next thing. Please share this with others that are either going through the layoff experience or maybe thinking about, oh, there's a layoff coming and I may be affected. It is not enough just to understand the experience, but being able to prepare for it actually does soften the blow. And we'll have many more people come and talk about that. Last but not least, please chime in. We're going to have resources on the website where you can go and submit a podcast guest or a topic that you'd like to see covered. If you have a resource that has helped you during your layoff experience, would like to capture that and be able to provide that to the community. Finally, if this is a resource that you believe that you can not just receive but also give, please consider joining the community. We have 2 tiers, a tier called the Pathfinder that is recommended for folks who are entry level to mid-career, and the Vanguard, recommended for folks who are more senior in career, who can really step in a mentorship and in a leadership capacity. And you'll find more information on the website. I'm really thrilled to be able to launch this experience and open up a channel for listening as hundreds of thousands of people in the tech community are going through this. Our goal is, how can we be of service? How can we help this career disruption be transformed in what we call this career? How do we make the career setback into a comeback that ultimately is something that doesn't just impact you and your career and your family, but also in the lives of people, with everybody you work with and people around the world. So with that, thank you. We can't wait to hear your feedback. I'm really looking forward to carrying on this journey with you, and we look forward to hearing from you all soon.